Hello there, I'm just doing a video to show you how to make one of these duck watering barrels. Quite easy to make. This is a 30 litre barrel. You can get larger ones up to 60 litres if you've got more ducks, but we've only got 2, so 30 litres is plenty. It's fed from a water pot over there. It's got a float valve inside. If I can let you see it. It's got a float valve in there, which is not supposed to be run off mains water pressure, so the water pot's plenty, otherwise it might overflow and leak everywhere. So basically you want the handles at the top. These handles, you've got one at the top, one at the bottom. You can use those for tipping out the water when it gets dirty, because it's going to get very dirty, as you know. Ducks are filthy, bless them. So the first thing you need to do is drill, once you've got your posts in position, roughly where you want it. You want it somewhere where there's pretty good drainage as well. We've done it over this gravel so we can tip the water out without getting mud everywhere, because the ducks are going to make a mud bath if you get too much in the soil. So the post goes straight through the top. So if you drill into the top here of the barrel on both sides, top and bottom, make sure it's quite level, roughly level. I just used this type of tool. It's a woodworking tool really, but it's 25mm, just for cutting through, because you can only fit a 13mm drill into a standard drill, which is not really big enough. So use any sort of bar to support it. That's just an old shower rail. And you need to cut, once it's hung nicely like that with the handle at the top for tipping it, you need to cut 2 holes at the front. Now, runner ducks' heads aren't too big, so I've done about 80, I think it was 82 or 83mm holes. Just plenty, they can get the heads in and clean the nose and their eyes and etc. If you want a bit bigger, you can go up to 4 inch if you've got a bigger cutter. But you need cutters for cutting lights into plasterboard, those ceiling fitting type cutters. You can get them from Screwfix or anywhere like that. Then when you've got those fitted, you need to fit the float valve, which you can get for about £7 from eBay. They fit in ever so easily. You need to fit them fairly low, but not too low, because you want the water to be fairly deep. If you do it too low, obviously the water won't go very deep. And it just fits into a standard hose pipe, as you can see. That just plugs in there. You can isolate it on the bottom of the water pot as well if you want to clean it out. We tend to, at the end of each night, every night we clean it out, because it gets filthy, because the ducks tend to eat the dry food, then they come and have a drink, they pass the dry food into the bottom, so it gets quite dirty and muddy. So when we put them to bed at night, we empty this out, let it drain away so it's not too muddy everywhere, so it's dried up by the morning. It soaks away into the gravel, these stones. If you do it on, obviously if you do it over soil, it's going to be very muddy. Obviously this sharp edge around here is a bit sharp, so I bought this seal. It's only about £2 or £3 for a metre. So you can just put that around the edge, just protect the ducks' necks and heads. I put a pipe on the back, but you don't really need to do that, I don't think. I'll put it there just so when you tip it out, the water pours out the way rather than on the floor. But you could just have a hole in the back, I think, or you can just tip the water out the front. Obviously it's going to come forward and soak you. I just did that to throw the water out the back a little bit, but you could just have a little hole at the back rather than have this. Yeah, it's a bit pointless, to be honest. Then as you hear, as you pour the water out, or simulating the duck drinking it, you see the water starts trickling in, tops the water level back up. So it's really cool, it keeps them